Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Pisces. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. This may or may not have yet happened. Okay? There's a situation I'm seeing here where you are not able to agree. It's like a standoff either has or is going to happen. Either way this goes, something is to be learned from it. It is a major lesson because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and it is also over here, indicating that you are going to have an opportunity to do this again or to fix it in the future. But your challenge is going to be to see the lesson in it with death on its side, and to change that which needs to change, or release that which needs to go. This is a very changeable situation. Somebody could have taken a very emotional situation, a very emotional decision here that resulted in some type of change, or somebody is still being very emotional about the Three of Swords, and your challenge in that case is going to be to harness those emotions and also your will if you wish to get your desired result. That is your overall challenge, is going to, if you want to fix this, and you will have another chance to do so. So let's go into more detail here. It looks like we are in a standoff in this Four of Swords energy. You may feel, or they, you or they, somebody here, I'll say somebody, is feeling humiliated. Okay, there could be regret for something. Something got out of control, or somebody may have lost their temper even. I feel like there's been, somebody was not careful with their words, because this is swords, and hurt the other. Okay? It led to a very heartbreaking situation, and we see it here. You were unable to work together, or felt at that point it's something that escalated. We see the intensity here. Somebody erupted. You may feel, you or they, whoever this is, feels like they may have been played. You or they could be waiting on this person to come and apologize. It's like you're both in your corner, each of you, it's like each is waiting on the other. Who's going to give in first? But this card above here says there will only be, or can only be, one winner here. So it's interesting. So here we see this standoff taking place. Somebody's talking and the other person just ain't listening. So somebody feels like they are not being listened to. This is a card of distractions, or there being a lot of distractions, and it's most likely takes a lot of strength to deal with this, or it took a lot of strength, or a lot of or this is what is challenging, is to be able to work together. I feel to or for somebody to give in and be willing to listen to the other, or being able to compromise. But it feels like neither one of them at this point is able to do that. So it's like somebody lost control, lost their temper, something exploded here, very intense feelings. So somebody may have taken a very emotional decision to escape a very heartbreaking situation of something that they felt wasn't working, or just wasn't working anymore, that, were unable to work together. This is what happened. And so this person is looking back at the past, at this scene, and what has occurred, in order to know. It has to do with a decision about the future, or about returning, or even the thought may have passed their mind about actually giving in here to the other, or who's going to give in first could be crossing their mind. This person's very stubborn here right now currently. Look how the arms are crossed. They got just one thought on their mind. Okay. So we have the Melodimantum here. It is the card of justice, and it is weighing things up. Okay, hoping perhaps that this person the other person will come and apologize. Hoping, or looking at the possibilities of if they do come back, or if they don't, even, because this Knight is on his side. Will they come back? Will we be able to close the distance, or do they want to close this distance that's been created here? The Melodimantum asks, this is something that's going to require logic and reason. It's going to require this person to be honest with themselves about their issues and acknowledge the truth and act accordingly. So the mind is busily working on this person, even though they're sitting here. The mind is working busily, and they have this idea turning in their head that they're working on, and it has to do with the possibility of a new beginning here, okay? But maybe they're not ready to give in. See, here we have a card of a reunion here, which is good to see. You could have been married to this person, but it doesn't have to. This card can indicate a belief system that somebody was raised upon, or this could be, you could possibly have trust issues developed from going back to childhood, you or they, whoever this is, because of the Magician and the fact that we cannot see his face. You may have thought that this person was, you or they, whoever it is, thinks that the other was trying to get away with something, I figure. And that's, yeah, with that 10 of Pentacles there, this is not like the traditional deck. It is a combination of tarot and oracle. But so you can see this guy trying to sneak away with and get away with something. I feel like the argument was about somebody maybe trying to get away with something, or trying to put something over on you, or this is vice versa. Maybe they were accusing you, because justice is here. It is about asking questions, or somebody questioning the other, wanting to get to the truth of something. And whatever it is, with this card here, there's some very intense feelings or beliefs, especially with the Hierophant reappearing here a couple of times, about something. And so, like I said, with this card of the Duel here, again from this special deck here, only one person is going to win, it says. Tempers are flaring. That's what happened. This either has happened, or it's about to happen. So, and this card basically begs the question of who's it going to be, you or them? If neither one is willing to give an inch here. It's like a battle of wills that's taking place. And if, okay, if you go ahead, let's say, okay, if you follow, if you don't look at this with logic and reason, and if you don't act with logic and reason, if you act out of emotion, basically this card is saying you will see loss or it will result in loss. There is a knowing here for someone that because this is all moving you guys towards some type of communication, reunion, or confrontation that could happen. The question is, what will it be? Because the question here is, there's only going to be one winner, or there can only be one winner. Who will it be, or who is willing to give in and compromise finally? You know, because the card of Ascension here says that you have to harness both the will and the emotion if you want to get your desired result. And so it's like somebody knows that. I feel like somebody knows that, but they have a hard time to control their emotion. Feelings are very intense surrounding whatever this is. We see the possibility of a confrontation. What we see is somebody preparing to have this reunion over here that we have up here. They're preparing to confront the other or to have this conversation. They're preparing perhaps even a defense. Whatever it is, they are preparing to say something to the other. How will this go? They're going in, because this page can be defensive. He's coming in either to tell the other person something or to try to learn something from them. And they're very emotional, you see. And Temperance, Temperance is saying you need to make adjustments. It is a card of adjustments. You again, with patience, okay, because somebody is very impatient. Somebody has some very intense feelings that are generating all of these emotions. Where do those come from? You know, I'm thinking with the Hierophant, these may come from deeper than what they think, you know, or goes back farther than what they think. But, I mean, with patience and moderation, Temperance says you will achieve great results here, but you must keep your thoughts positive. This person's thoughts may not be so positive. This may also require patience. It is also a time for cleansing, getting rid of any baggage you've been carrying and releasing it, Temperance says. And Death is also saying the same thing. And it could be something that, because on this Death card, you see, they're covering their face, because it's something they've been avoiding, not wanting to face or not wanting to do. And like I said, it could go way back because the Hierophant is here. These are long-held beliefs. And that's what is very challenging, to go back and change them, just to even look at them, or even to admit that that you have them, or to admit where they actually come from, you know. And maybe you did not want to look at that because of pain, you or them. I say you, but I mean it could be them, because clearly somebody here has trust issues, you know, with that card, thinking that things are not fair. There's a lot of issues, or have been a lot of issues. Look, it's pouring rain on your happiness, on your family. But yet this is, especially with the Hierophant sitting here, it is a card that speaks to sticking together through thick and thin. So maybe somebody actually decides to do that here. Somebody is going to enter into a conversation while you and this person to get information. Now, with the High Priestess, you may have to use your intuitive powers here. You are definitely missing information. Okay. Something needs to go. This is a very changeable situation, but you have to be willing to look at it for what it is. You have to be willing to look at the actual root issue. All right, that brings me up here. For one of you is, and maybe even both of you are overly sensitive, but one of you is very, very sensitive to what the other one says. This person feels like you're always negative with them, controlling or nitpicking. And this is what could be causing a lot of the friction between you and another. Okay? It blocks you guys from developing a deeper bond. Now, I'm saying you, but again, it could be vice versa. Somebody here is feeling that the other is always negative and always nitpicking, and it is affecting the relationship. Now, this person, both of these cards speak to somebody who's very sensitive, but who may not always be realistic or consistent. So somebody feels that somebody is not always realistic or consistent. Okay? But this card is saying that this person, maybe this is how they are, but they are actually capable of some of very deep emotions. Okay? So these cards are telling you that. Whoever is very sensitive like this, it could be due to being empathic or hurt in the past, one or the other. I feel like because of the strong presence of the Hierophant, I feel like this goes back to the past. I mean, it could be a combination of both, because, I mean, the High Priestess is also here. And it could be very hard or very difficult for this person to overcome this this sensitivity. So it's something that's going to require patience, because what you need to know, if this sensitive person is not you, what you need to know is that, yes, they are sensitive, and it could be for, different reasons, but they are capable of having these very deep feelings that you may accuse them of not being able to have or to be able to achieve. Somebody is constantly on the back of the other, and that needs to stop. And maybe they need to ask themselves why. Okay, yeah. There's something somebody has been avoiding to look at, but once they take the action to do so, it leads to a new beginning. This person, see, this is somebody, again, who is very sensitive, who may appear to be inconsistent, but they are capable of having these very deep feelings that I feel somebody may be accusing them of not having, and that is an issue. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching. for liking and for sharing my videos and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.